Welcome back, Transurfers. This is the Transurfer space. Many people read reality transurfing and struggle with the concepts explored in the book. I am here to share my understanding of those concepts to the best of my ability. And I hope you find these videos helpful. Today's concept is called the sphere of materialization. Let's break it down. We will start with the basics. We have already defined the alternative space in detail in this series of videos. Here is a recap. The alternative space is like a cosmic information field. It holds every possible outcome for any event. It contains all that ever was, is, will be, or may be. It is an information field that contains everything that has ever happened, is happening, will ever happen, or may happen. Now, I know this might sound a bit overwhelming, but stay with me. Picture the alternative space as an infinite realm. It's like a giant container without boundaries that encompasses all of reality. And when I say reality, I'm not just talking about what we typically perceive as the universe. It goes beyond the physical, beyond what we can grasp with our five senses. Our physical reality, our world, our life, is like a tiny sphere within this vast space. Anything outside of this sphere isn't any less real. It is as real as your life. It is just not physically manifest here yet. Now here's where it gets exciting. Beyond that sphere of our life or our physical reality, there's pure potential. Imagine all your wildest dreams and creative ideas. They're all in this realm as pure potential. It is like a playground for your imagination, and it is limitless. Remember, within this infinite alternative space, every possibility already exists. Every story, every reality, anything you imagine, any goal you have in mind, they're all already right there, waiting to be materialized in your world, in your sphere of materialization. But here's the magic trick. Your thoughts and emotions drive this show. Imagine that your sphere of physical reality is always moving through the sectors of this infinite alternative space. Now, we have already defined the term sector in a dedicated video on this channel. Please refer to it for a deeper understanding. Imagine that your sphere of physical reality is always on the move within sectors of this infinite alternative space. Your thoughts and emotions serve as the GPS for your navigation in this sphere. They navigate you through this vast field of potential. Wherever your focus goes, that's where your sphere moves. And that's where your reality takes shape by a process of cause and effect. It's not just about the actions you take. It's also about your thoughts and emotions. They're forms of energy, and they play a vital role in determining your sphere's direction. The alternative space isn't just a chaotic mess of possibilities. It's structured by cause and effect. The choices you make, the thoughts you think, and the emotions you feel all determine where your sphere goes next. Again, cause and effect doesn't only consist of your actions. In fact, your actions are just another point in the chain of causes and effects. The path your sphere of materialization travels by cause and effect is your lifeline. We have also defined the concept of lifelines in this series of videos, so please refer to it. In other words, your thoughts and emotions are like signals that light up specific sectors within the alternative space. When you radiate positive, hopeful, or loving energy, your sphere moves towards the sectors that correspond to those feelings. On the flip side, if you're stuck in a loop of negativity and anger, you're lighting up sectors that align with those emotions. And guess what? your reality starts to mirror those sectors. So if you're constantly complaining about your lack of money, your thoughts and emotions are focused on the lack of money and the feelings of insecurity, anger, frustration, etc. You are radiating this negative energy, and you are shining a light on the sectors of the alternative space, which contain lifelines that correspond with your energy. You are accelerating the material realization of poverty because that is what you are highlighting and radiating. From our human perspective, we experience life in our physical reality as a series of linear events. But here's the twist. Within the alternative space, every possibility, every choice you could make, every lifeline, every path, all exist simultaneously. They are already there for you to choose from. In this sense, we technically do not create our reality. We choose our reality. We pick lifelines that correspond to our thought energy and our emotions. This means that from a broader perspective, time as we know it doesn't really exist. The past, present, and future are all right here, right now, inert, stationary. What does this look like in practice? Imagine you have a goal, like becoming a lawyer. From where you are now, there are infinite paths you could take. Every combination of thoughts and emotions leads to every choice you make, and every decision leads to a different stream of cause and effect, a different lifeline. In the alternative space, all the possibilities for your journey to becoming a lawyer are already laid out. As you make choices, you're simply picking one of those existing paths. Isn't it beautiful to have choice? However, making the choice may seem to be the most challenging part for some of us, but it really is not. For this reason, the journey isn't always smooth. Sometimes, you might veer off your ideal path, ending up on lifelines that don't align with your goals. Yes, there are also countless lifelines that will never lead you to your chosen goal if you do not remain focused. Nature likes energy efficiency. Nature does not like to waste energy. So at every moment, we are offered a choice. We can get to our goal the hard way, or the most easy and energy efficient way, through the path of least resistance. You have the power to choose the path of least resistance. You can be 100% sure that there are paths where your dream unfolds effortlessly, and you can access one of them by making choices that align with that goal, that possibility, that option. That lifeline is 100% available to you, whatever your goal is. The good news is that even if you veer off the path of least resistance, you still have the option or the choice to shift back to a lifeline that leads to the material realization of your goal. And now I can hear you ask, how do I pick the path of least resistance? That is the whole idea of the alternatives model, aka reality transurfing. The entire transurfing model is a course in how to choose the path of least resistance for each and every single one of your goals. The good news is that it is not something you do. It is all about who you become, or more accurately, who you truly are. Deep down, you already know how to access the path of least resistance, and transurfing is just bringing it back to your awareness. While reading the book, you will realize this, and by the time you finish reading the book, you will internalize the concepts and will understand what the path of least resistance is and how to tap into it to surf through life. My goal on this channel is to help you better absorb reality transurfing concepts in order to apply them effectively. That's it for today's concept, fellow transurfers. We discussed the sphere of materialization, or of material realization. If you found this video illuminating, remember to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more eye-opening content. I love hearing your thoughts, so drop your insights in the comments below. Until the next video, stay focused.